Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to the final Fate showcase, that being on the girl Salter. This character is straight damage. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you love big damage, you're gonna love Salter. So today I'm hoping to show you some of that power with this little preview that we're gonna be having, so you can maybe see what you're getting yourself into, or possibly what you maybe have missed. Yeah. Real quick though, this is not actually going to be my Salter. This is going to be the boy Caleb. He's helped me out with this showcase, so huge shout out to him for allowing me to do this. So Saber Alter, what does she got? Well, as mentioned before, she has a lot of stuff to buff up her damage, like her passives. As you see, we have some basic stuff here like poison resist, but then we have something that's called Seeker of the Holy Grail. This is of course unique to her. This gives her 100% crit rate when her HP is 50% or more, and accuracy 30% down when she's afflicted by a status ailment. And she has good condition attack up as well, so she gets an additional 20% attack up. In terms of the kit, we have a skill that's able to give you art gauge. If you crit, you get even more art gauge. We have an art that increases everybody's stats. By the way, this art works like Vox's art, where this will also heal the team as well. The true art is a damage buff on top of a dark resist down, and then the super art is going to be the super crit buff along with the massive 170k multiplier. We have the equips here, which are going to be the 5-star physical, the 5-star defense, or the 4-star physical. If you take her all the way up to LB7, she will be able to obtain a 4-star defense instead of this 4-star physical if you want to change that. If you're nuking with her, using something like Excalibur Morgan, the brand new 5-star physical that just came out, it gives you arch damage and dark damage up, extremely good on her. If you don't want to rock that, you could also rock her true weapon. Her true weapon is amazing since it gives her passive crit damage buffs and a nice little damage buff on top of the skill as well. Or if you're not nuking with this character and you want to go with something that's a little bit more arch-gen heavy, then going something like True as Inagi or any other type of really good burst arch-gen item would be great for sustain. For the 5-star defense, it's really up to you, but if you're rocking out with nukes, then go with change of pace. And then for the 4-star physical, you could really rock whatever here, something that's going to be increasing her damage like the Evil Death armor, or you could even go with like B3 claw and sustain comps. Now, as for the crest slots, what are we going to be looking at here? And if we're looking at straight capitalizing on the damage potential of this character, I'm going to say we go with attack up first and foremost, just to really further solidify how much deeps we can get out this character. And we go with art gauge up to make her more consistent in nukes, or you go crit damage if you just really want to go balls to the wall damage. Now, Caleb was nice enough to actually give us the animations, so let's check these out real quick. We have her attack skill, I think. Right, yeah, her attack skill first. 2 slices. I'm gonna be honest, Saber, it doesn't probably have a lot of variety in her animations because she doesn't really do much apart from just swing Excalibur, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, you see, Lou, the art is the exact same as the skill, and then we have the true art, which I think is going to be, I think this is her extra attack in Fate. Actually, you know what? Let me check that real quick. I could be wrong here, but let me see. I actually want to see. I think this is her extra attack, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Look at that. It technically is. It's not exactly identical, but that's actually kind of cool. That's the true art, and then we have the super art, which we all know what this is. Excalibur Morgan going crazy. And look how long this lasts. Some people may be like, oh my god, that's terrible, but no. The fact that it lasts for so long means that it has tons and tons of damaging hits in it, which means your damage is going to go exponentially higher. Because, if you ever seen anything about this unit, you know that she's able to push out tons of DPS during that one animation alone. So yeah, they did a really good job with Saber. I mean, a lot of people may expect something else, but this is kind of what she does. Like, no matter what form you're looking at, Saber Alter, regular Saber, doesn't really matter. She's kind of just swinging Excalibur, doing crazy stuff, and, you know, shooting out Excalibur Morgan whenever she can. So I would say, being a Fate fan and seeing how they translate it into GS, I would say this is like a 8 out of 10. Really nice. The only thing that would have made this like mind-boggling or like on the level of like a spectacle is if like you use the super art and the camera angle actually changed to where it shows like the front of Saber's face or something, like powering up the sword, like in 16-bit, kind of like on some Blast Claudia stuff. I'm really waiting on the day for them to like really start going crazy with animations like that. Because if that was the case, then yeah, you know, 10 out of 10. But for what it is, it's about like a 7 or 8. And this is the team we're going to be rocking out with for the first one. As you see, we got the boy Ainz, Excalibur. Oh my goodness. Saber Alter, Forte, and the boy Draken. Now, as you notice, we do not have actually 200 arc gauge by default on here, even if you factor in all these equips. We won't be having 200 arc gauge, but I'm hoping with the BE output from X marks the spot, plus all of our equips popping instantly, we'll be able to generate enough arts for everybody. Now, one thing that's really good about Saber Alter is the fact that she's actually able to utilize buffs from Forte. Forte is 100% effective on this team because Saber is actually a human and she's a dark unit, which is 10 out of 10, best thing in the world, right? But as you see, if we see from Saber's thing, as soon as she slices down, look at the damage, bro. Look at the damage. Like, It's so dumb. It is so dumb. Like, oh my goodness. As you see right there, Saber Ultra hitting for 8.6 million against this boss definitely is able to hit a lot higher than that if you fight a different boss that has a lot more HP. But unfortunately, at the current moment, there's not really any fight in the game that's here that is like crazy nukeable, or let me say that can survive Saber. Too bad we don't have like episode 8 of Cross the Blaze's boss fight available, like to co-op at least. If we did, then we could show off her nuking that. So yeah, this is just against the regular Special X Hyper. This is actually fighting Saber Alter herself. And this fight really isn't anything crazy. Like Saber Alter doesn't have like any HP, especially with a team like this. Literally is just going to get absolutely obliterated by her own self. Hopefully we can survive this because Saber might kill us. No, we're good. We're going to have the heal right here. And let's see the damage. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Or, yeah, we're fine. Mind you, I kind of messed up on that run. We could have got a lot more damage because I used Wabi Sabi Jams in the very beginning. And I should have waited and saved it for the Saber Alter room. But as you see, another pretty much 8 million right there with Saber. And as for the last one here, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to fight Emmy. Unfortunately, Summoner's Road isn't co-op because if it was, we would try Saber Alter against like stage 5 of the Earth Summoner's Road because that's what's here at the moment. But since it's not co-op, we're not actually able to show off that. But if we ever get Saber Alter, you know, me, myself, I'll definitely be showing her off in some streams and the mines and all that. That's one of the main issues I have right now with a lot of GS is that we're getting really cool units, but we're not getting like any type of content to really utilize these characters at all. Like we definitely need a lot more harder content or something to be able to challenge a lot of these newer characters coming out, especially super awoken characters like Shiro, like Salter. And the fact that we're having to just pretty much play older content to even try to do anything, it's like, come on, man. Like, we need some better stuff in the game to challenge these characters a lot more than what we're getting at the moment. Look at that. Tons of damage from the girl Salter. Let's actually pop this to make sure that she doesn't die with the physical res and the barrier, but the barrier's not going to matter. And yeah, we're fine. We're fine. This boss is dead in record-breaking time. Not record-breaking time, but you know. Pretty good. And yeah, Salter in like sustained comps is pretty much exactly what you would expect. You're going to be using your true art a lot more. You're going to be getting the buff from the attack up, or the damage up, my bad. You're also going to be trying to use your super art as much as possible, and you want to try to pair up with a healer and possibly some type of tanking type character like Shiro, for an example. He's amazing for this since he has the 100% physical res down, plus the barrier and everything. He can really help out Salter quite a bit in the damage department, but also in the survivability department as well. And as you see right there, Saber dealing another 6.8 million. Like I said, if there was a raid here, or if I got her myself and I could show off against Summoner's Row, I'm telling you, she could be hitting for some crazy numbers. But yeah, that's Saber in all of her glory. Extremely strong attacker, practically one of the best attackers in the game, right up there with like Shaltir. Very strong. And if you got her, hey man, you better be happy because this is a monstrous unit. Hey, you guys can let me know down below in the comment section what you all think about her. You already heard my thoughts. Would love to hear all yours. Also, let me know if you got her or you didn't. Or are you hoping to get her before the crossover ends? Because, hey, you know, I might be in the same boat because I kind of want to use her. I ain't gonna cap. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all again for coming out. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.